Okay, I'm looking for the effect of how low frequency affects body, whether it be hands, legs, feet, concrete floor. So yeah, that reduces some resonance. Wooden stage behind the screen, so some parts may resonate. You know, take the level up, things resonate, correct it, and then it doesn't resonate anymore. Now I want to see what the effect is, which I know what it is when you put your hand on the cone and I was just going to play an 8 Hz sine wave. I can feel a tingling effect. The cone's not progressively moving back and forth. It is moving, but it's moving at a faster revolution cycle per second. If I step it down to next octave, the intensity of the vibration that I'm feeling on my fingers has increased because the wavelength's going a bit lower, slower, and then would 50. Oh, my fingers are tingling. Fingers are still tingling, but the kind of the effect between 40 and it's kind of, but I can increase that level. I got my earplugs in, so it's kind of comfortable. Now it's kind of gradually moving. And 20 is kind of pushing hard. And then 16 is kind of like it's like holding the fist and doing that. You feel your body. I can feel it. Woo. And 12 Hertz. 10. And these JBLs can do it. Oh, look at that. That's kind of like, kind of stand still and kind of wobbling. Oh. I feel 9 Hertz. I feel 8 Hertz there. I can feel 7, so yeah, go down low. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to edit this into the next part of the video. Okay, next part of the video. Playing at 8 Hertz again. Of course, I'm not touching the cone now. I mean, you really need the subs, I think, in a way, so that they are coupled literally to the surrounding of the walls. I've got one idea which I'd like to do. Oh my goodness, that is, God, remove the, just turn that sine wave, mute it for a sec. Mount the subs, literally bolts them to the wall. You know what I mean? You got to use some pretty heavy duty coach bolts, and make sure it's absolutely, but there is something about that I would probably try two ways to see. I don't think that one's working. Okay, try the other one, and that is the back of the sub, no back to it, so it'd be just open, and then still get that mounted to the wall so that the sound waves impacting more onto the walls, you know, whether it be brick walls, concrete walls, well, I guess plasterboard and timber stud work, walling. Yeah, that's inevitably gonna cause a lot of kind of snags. I can only see that a lot of resonant noises being produced, and then you got to sort of secure all that, so you get the tingling effect, so it's going into the, you know, because I feel sometimes at sub bass or even screen bass or even the surrounds, and some of that energy is going to waste, you know, because you want to feel it, you know. Anyway, bass shakers, I guess that's where that comes in. So I've got 8 hertz there playing. Just turn the level up. I can feel it in the seat. It kind of feels in the same sense like tingling. I mean, I could put my hands here, but not with the same amount of, you know, because to give it that same amount level of energy, I'm going to run into problems. The seating, the cinema seating is going to start resonating. It's already resonating a little bit in certain places. And the microphone, if I move it down, I mean, I can hear a resonant. If I, you know, it's very, very, very difficult things to sort of, like, you know, a sofa, probably less, due to how it's fitted. I mean, a sofa's only got a cushion with springs, and, you know, unless it's broken or anything, yes, so it might, you know, due to the sound waves, and there's something's kind of just barely just touching something, but not tightly secured, it's gonna make a ringing sound, a tingling, a buzzing rattle sound, and then you think, where's that coming from? Sometimes I can get frequencies and they'll arrive at certain points in the room, and then I notice it, and then, well, you know, just press on it and, yeah, sorted. Or get a bit of blue tack, no shame in that. I'm going to go down to 63 hertz. I applied some EQ earlier to this, 50, 40. I can feel the frequency, and 31, and I can feel it, kind of the energy in it. 25. So I mean, just move. There's a lot of things to, you know, figure how to minimize the resonant at 20 hertz, and it's kind of doing that effect like I showed earlier, kind of like holding your fist and kind of doing that, and you feel that, well, or maybe just this and do that, and you can feel your bass body shaking, vibrating, particularly when you're seated. When you're standing up, and if I were to stand up on the floor and did the same thing, it feels a little bit different because I'm more sat down and relaxed. I'll play 16 hertz. I'm already starting to feel a little bit unsettled. Oh, Whew. Let's go with the gain, 16 hertz, unmute it. Alright. Maybe I'm not having a good day. I can only just stand a few seconds of that, start feeling queasy. You know, it's like someone kind of putting their hands on me in certain places and then kind of doing this effect. Kind of like, you know, when I pet my cats. You know. When I pet my cat, you know, he might find that intrusive, and yeah, it still feels like something's vibrating because I must be having some side effect after playing that 16 hertz sine wave, because it's kind of moving like, yeah. Anyway, I tuned it, so you know, I'm still trying to, you know, figure it. I probably need to put more attention into certain materials on the seating and securing certain parts, because there's a bass shaker on this seat, that seat, the other seat. The other one's not connected up over that side at the moment, just this one and this one. Seat bucket and on the floor. So just the IS, just the, so there's one down there, one down there, one over that side. They're wired up, so they're 4 ohms, so they're wired up to give a 4 ohm. Sorry, no, they're 4 ohms and they're wired up to give an 8 ohm impedance. So they dropped off there. Yeah. Okay, so the effect of let's go with that 16 hertz again. Let's go 12.5 hertz. Yeah, I can feel it. I can feel that signal. It go down a bit lower. In any case, that's what you can't really feel, because you're not really coupled with a sub-bass speaker unless it's, you know, it's coupled in a way, and then you're checking with a voltmeter and how much voltage you're using up, how much voltage. I suppose then you have to calculate that with how many watts with an online calculator, because I ain't buying one of those boxes that show you how many watts. Those things cost I think a few grand. I'm not paying that just to show me how many watts, when I can use a voltmeter and then just use something to show me the conversion. Usually even if I'm using anywhere like 4 volts or less, you know, everything's freaking, you know, I can see, and then I know I'm not overdriving it too much. I don't want to do that. I'm rambling a little bit now, so I'm kind of like running out of words because this subject's been talked about over and over and over and over, and I'm sure a lot of people, like, you know, think it's cool when, you know, your room starts vibrating, your windows, your door, and oh, it's cool, oh wow, that sub bass, oh, playing 10 hertz at 110 dB, and then you got things rattling in the room. Well, if that comes along in the soundtrack on a film, if something goes down that low and there's fundamentals or whatever, you know, and you're hearing all that rattle in the room, that's not part of the soundtrack, you know. It's, you've added a distraction onto your sound system, because it's not part of the sound system. You know, I mean, I could do that, and I can hear, you know, so it's like making everything more taut. Yeah, this is why earthquakes happen under the ground, you know, several miles down, many miles down, and the energy's going up and frickin' that, you know. Your sub, depending on your environment, the whatever, a car, well, it's going to sound lousy. No if, no but, no debate about the bloody thing. It's just going to resonate the frickin' metal, and it's just going to sound horrible with those 100 kilowatt sub bass speakers in a freaking car. It's just going to resonate, and it's, you know, that's not like fidelity, that's like you're adding noise, you're adding the worst type of noise. And I don't know why spend that amount, and then you go out on the road. On the road, it's got the worst noise background level, the worst noise floor possible. Why would you want, you know, when you can have something like that in the home? Take all that, what you'd put in a car, and just put it in the home and do it so it, you know, but doing it so that you get the vibration with the minimum amount of voltage to drive that sine wave or pink noise, you know. I think less is, you know, I think less is more, you know. But sometimes, you know, I don't know why they active subs, when you buy them, they're so expensive. They're like $5,000 and or $10,000. I've seen some, and you know, they got big D-class amplifiers on them, and gosh, sure, I can put a sine wave in the room, and I can check it on the microphone, and yeah, guess what? I see fundamental, I see some harmonic, sorry, I got this fundamental, and I see some harmonics, and I'm thinking, oh wow, yeah, I wonder if some people have not, have they tested their subs with a sine wave to see if they got any harmonic distortions, because you know, you're going to see it clearly, you know, with several 3 or 4 tones, and then they're going to be so audible, and you just can't throw something in the system to reduce it. You know, you got to have I think a better sub bass driver or such, or maybe some passive extra filtering or on the sub itself to reduce or minimize those harmonics, because you know, I could play 16 hertz or something, and I can see some harmonics on my JBL subs. So yeah, or any other speaker if I were testing. Anyway,